It's been a while since I went live. Um, what's up, everyone? Hope you guys are all doing well. Um, Today, I'm going to be installing. I got this light from Costco. The laundry room is right over there, and it's got an old light. And as an electrician, I've gone around my house and I've upgraded a lot of lights here. So, just to show you guys real quick, like I've upgraded lights in the kitchen. We got a lot of light in here. Just got a new rug, so ignore the rug right there. There's a light there. There's our new rug. Got Seth over there, the fan. Here's another light. Basically all the fans except a couple of them, but those are all new. But look at this. Look at that. We got to upgrade that. What's up? What's up, Jack? How you doing? We got to upgrade this light in here. And then also, many years ago, I put this fan and these lights, these LED lights, but look what's going on with one of these LED lights, guys. It's going out. It's going out. So if we got time tonight, see, I ran some conduit many years ago, but I got to replace this LED light. So I got those lights. I got another extra one of these in the garage, and then I also have two lights that I bought from Costco that I'm going to put in the garage. What's up, Mo? So I'm going to show you guys how I do it as not just a certified electrician. I'm an electrical contractor now, guys. Nice. You got a new dog? Right on. It's been a while, man. Happy Friday. So if you're watching this video in the future, I'm installing some new lights around the house. Also, I got some of these included in the link if you guys want to check them out. But I wanted to let you guys know, in my tool pouch here, I got a lot of Klein. This is a demolition screwdriver. First of all, this is DeWalt's strongest impact driver. This is the DCF 860. It also has a 1.7 power stack with it. These are demolition screwdrivers, so you can hit the top like a hammer. You guys know I like American brands like DeWalt and Klein, so you can do a lot of demolition with these. I've linked all this kind of stuff in there so you guys can check it out and be aware of it. I also included like a simple T5600 multimeter in there. That way you guys can kind of see what's in my pouch, I got this little Raptor square, speed square, Klein level. Make sure everything's level. Everything you put up, you got to make sure it's level. Klein tape measure. This is the cool thing about Klein, is they focus on a lot of electrical tools. It's got the 3-phase table, and that 3-phase table is for like electrical panels. Also, it's got multipliers too if you want to learn how to bend conduit and all that kind of stuff. It tells you your shrinkage and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't gone live in a while, and I wanted to go live, guys. Happy Friday. Here's another level, torpedo level. I got all that stuff linked if you want to check it out. These are some cool needle nose. I think these are rated up to 1,000 volts. Might be 600. Let's see. No, actually these ones are just the ones with the grip. Linemen. You always have to have a nice pair of linemans. You can hit, grab stuff, make up your wires, twist your copper wires together. But yeah, I just check that out. Oh, these are cool. Allen keys. This nice little flashlight. I don't know if I need to charge it, but it's a flashlight. But it also has a laser on it. So whenever you're explaining, hey, we need to take this light right here, and we're gonna put it in over there. You guys see the laser? So you can kind of point at things, especially way up high. We're gonna go just like that. Anyhow, oh yeah, and this cool little pouch. Little water resistant area. Keep my little fluke meter in there. What's up, everybody? What's up, Darian? Tool squatch. Hey, yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue in the slightest who that is. It doesn't bother me one bit. I have no clue who they are. Are they mad? Are they mad because I support American tools like DeWalt and Klein? Alright guys, so this is what we're going to be working on. Got this new light. But before I get to that, so here's the light. Okay, let's check this light out. You guys like the video? Okay, take this light out. When you lay a light down, when you're replacing a light, you don't want to put it on a hard surface, scratch the table. I'm at my house, so I don't... If I'm at someone else's house, I'll be a little more careful. Okay. So, open this guy up. Boom, this is our base. See that? This is all just decoration. This is the base right here. Okay, see all the LEDs? 120 volt, 60 hertz, 35 watt, 345 milliamp, power factor 0.7. Alright, cool. So, what we got here, green wire, that's for your ground. White wire is for your neutral. And your black wire is for your power. Okay? So, now that I got this, I'm gonna turn this way. And now we're gonna see, this is a laundry room, guys. It's my laundry room. That's our light. So our means of disconnect, since I'm working in here, this is my means of disconnect here from my power. Watch what happens when I turn the switch. It does exactly what your guys' light switches do. It turns off a light. Okay, so my means of disconnect is there. So I have no power up there. So when I take that apart, I'm going to test it with my meter because you guys are watching. And I'm going to show you guys that there's no power because I killed the power. Okay? So we're going to have that facing up. And I'm going to take this base. I'm going to take this base and I'm going to put it up there. See that old light fixture? It's kind of ugly. So let's do it before. Let's see how long it takes me to do this. Let's change out this light fixture for this laundry room. This is the before light, guys. Let me turn off the light over here. So this is the before. Screenshot this. Now, this is a 5-foot ladder. Guess what? It's aluminum. So you should not be using this ladder to do electrical work. Okay? Especially if it was live. But because I can shut it off, and I've been doing this for a long time, I know I'm going to be okay. Alright? But if you're working on anything live, you do not want to be going up an aluminum ladder to work on it, okay? Let's get my flashlight going. This is a Klein flashlight. See that? Point a little laser. We're going to change out this light, okay? You guys got any questions, comments, or concerns? You guys let me know along the way, okay? I'm a California State certified electrician, and I'm also, as of this year, this month, I am an electrical contractor. Passed my test. Got all my general liability, my bonds, and all my paperwork stuff. So I can legally start doing electrical work. We'll keep this light bulb. Okay, so whenever you're changing out, this a light, you're usually going to have like an O-ring in a box, and you got 2 screws, 1 screw here and 1 screw here, okay? So let's take off those screws. Now we know there's no power there because I shut the switch off. So the switch is off. So let me get my flathead. Let's loosen this up. Boom. Okay. Look at this. This light is so old. It doesn't even have a ground. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out another way to ground this. Okay, so I disconnect my hot. All right, and I'm gonna disconnect my neutral. Okay. So let's take out my meter. All the tools that I'm using are linked in the description. What's up, Rand? This is a Fluke. If you're starting off as an electrical apprentice, you're going to use one of these. This is T5600. T5600, okay? You got your volts, you got your amps, and you got your ohms. Okay, so I'm going to turn this to volts. And for safety reasons, we're going to put one on the hot and one on the neutral. So we got 3. We got 3 on the hot, but they're using a 12-3. This wire is a red wire. So whenever you see a red wire, whenever they make Romex and that kind of stuff for houses, a red wire, that's when they include a 3 wire. So what does that mean? You have your hot, which is a black wire, and your neutral, which is a white wire, and a ground. Okay? Your ground keeps everything safe. If something happens, that electricity goes to ground and it goes all the way back to your panel. So it has a path, it has a pathway. Your neutral takes the current or voltage back to your panel. There's a bunch of videos out there on it. I can go over it at some point. But whenever you see a red wire, it's part of a 12-3. So they have a 12 which is coming in, which I can see, a 12 gauge black wire, and that's just wire nutted together. Okay, so that power is probably going somewhere else. You're not going to run a 20 amp circuit for a 1 amp light. So it's probably feeding a bunch of different things. Could be other lights in the restroom, you know, stuff. It could even be hitting the plug. It depends on how they wired it back in 1958. But we got our neutrals and we have our hot, and we have no voltage. Now you want to be careful too with neutrals, because yes, I have power off here, but if this neutral is being used by multiple different spots, we could have some trouble. Okay, so you always want to be extra careful with that. And in that case, it's better to just go and shut the breaker off. Alright, so for safety, I'm going to put my wire nut on. My other one. Even though when the power's off, you always want to pretend it's live. Electricity is not something to joke around with. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sonny? Congrats on going into business for yourself, brother. God will lead your path. I'm headed out with the family for dinner and saw your notification. I might hop back on later if you're still on. Right on. Family's the first ministry, man. That's good, brother. So a lot of the grounds go outside the box. So let's see here. Yeah, they take them all out of the box. So you know what? I'll just ground the fixture. Well, I suppose the metal on metal will ground it. All right, these wires are super long, so I'm going to trim these down. Well, go ahead, Jack. You got a question? Go ahead. So I'm just stripping these wires. At most, you probably want to go about 3/4. So I got my neutral stripped and my hot stripped. Okay, and you always wire up backwards. So you wire up ground first, and then you go neutral. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you want to go about 12 to 15 times when you do your wire nut. That way it ensures it has a good bite. This is stranded in copper. Or I'm sorry, stranded and solid. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. Now you don't have to spin it 12 to 15 times. You just gotta make sure you're making contact with it, that you're trying. A lot of this wire is old too, so you gotta be real careful. Okay, got that screw through. Go find this other screw. Getting a little warm. Let me take this jacket off. Could already see a potential issue. The issue here is the mud ring. It's not wide enough. So I'll be able to get one of these screws on, and I'll have to use an anchor to do the other one. Okay, so I gotta pick it up, put it on, use a pencil to mark it out, and I'll be able to put it back on. So I'll get my pencil, mark it out. Okay, while we're at it, let's see if it works. Oh yeah, wow. Super bright in here. Jack, your question is, can I be a mod for you, Christian? Or no, it's not okay. I'm just wondering if I can. Yeah, I'll definitely consider it. I'll definitely consider it. I haven't been live in a while, so. How everybody else became mods is they just showed up, and from what I recall from the other times I went live, I've seen you, so. Good things come to those who wait, so. I will strongly consider it, okay? Alright. So now I'm going to mark this with my pencil. Okay, I don't think that'll work actually. I have to figure something else out. I can't put an anchor there because the box, it'll hit the box. Let me just try buttoning this up with one screw. A lot of my old fixtures only had one screw. See how this does. Let me hold that up there for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now that I'm holding it up with one screw and my other screw hole won't fit, I'm going to do an anchor, and I'm just going to pop a little hole in this fixture right here. Boom. Okay? That way it's just not being held on by one screw. We want to make sure, we don't want to just get it up, we want to make sure it's high quality and do it right. So let's take this back down. All right. I'm working on a light in a laundry room. Be right back. Hold on. Let me go get some anchors. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go get some toggle bolts. I had to go to my garage and get some toggle bolts. If you guys don't know what toggle bolts are, they go through. So you got your screw, right? Well, toggle bolt goes like this. Screws on. You make your hole. And a toggle bolt is good for like drywall, right? Where you need to put a screw, but you don't have any wood to kind of go into. So this little freaking 1 pound light, you know, it's already got one screw going to the box, the metal box. And then just to be safe, we're gonna add another one through the fixture into the drywall. And what you do is you make a hole, then you just push this through, just like that. And it goes through the hole, boom, and then it flings open. You see that? Boom. And then it's nice and tight. I know. It is overkill. You know what? But I'm live. I'm live, bro. So I gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not about just being live. It's about going above and beyond quality, transcending expectations, right? So look at this little ring, guys. It's got my unibit, my 1/4 inch mason bit that I use a lot for my other anchors. So we take this bad boy off. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Got the DCF 860 linked in the description as well, guys. Most powerful DeWalt impact driver with the little cute little 1.7 power stack. Look at that, guys. It's on one bar. One bar, and hear the power, guys. Woo! It's a beast. This is my clean one. This is the one I have at the house. All right, let me disconnect this. Oops. Let me disconnect the power. Okay. So these holes, they don't quite line up. I can only get one of those screws to go onto that mud ring right there. So instead of just putting one screw and then it starts sagging over time, what I'm going to do is catch this screw. You put the screw through here and then you turn it so it locks in. And then this is the most furthest part. See this little pop out? I'm going to put my screw through there so that it catches, so that it's both and it's nice and flush. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Because you can't drill through any other part of here because it has this little protective housing in the center. So I can't make it closer. And then I don't want to have to open up all that drywall and that box. This will be nice and flush right there anyway with one screw. And I'll put another one right here, okay? Just so you guys can kind of see what I got going on. No, the box isn't off. It's just framed out. It's just framed out for this. For this old school 1958. This is, we need 3.5 inches. And all we got here is about two and a half, maybe 2 5/8. It's a little more slim. What's up, Jack? Go ahead. You know what? I'm not going to use my Unibit. I'm not going to use my Unibit because it's too fat. It's too fat and it'll bore out the hole too big. So hold on. Let me go get some drill bits, guys. Be right back. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much need a 3/8. I got a 1/4 inch. And I got this little baby 1/8. This is what I'm going to use for my fixture. This is what I'm going to use for the drywall. Okay. What's up, Boris? How did he change my life? In every way possible. He gave me purpose. He gave me a reason to keep going on. He was there for me when no one else was. But we all have our own unique testimonies, but my testimony is that, or the all testimony that we all share is, I'm a sinner saved by grace. He changed me. He gave me a new life, a new heart, a new mind. Okay, so there's my hole. There's my hole. So I went dead center. Dead center of that little valley. Maybe I could have went over to the left just a smidge more. But what am I going to do after that? I'm going to get my screw. Let's see if it'll go through. Look at that, it does. So then, screw this on. See? So now when I put it up through the drywall, I'm going to drill a hole, and then I'm going to push this through, and then when this goes through the drywall, watch what's going to happen. Look, I push it through the drywall like this, boom, and then watch what happens. Boom. And then when I tighten it, when I tighten the screw, this is going to bite down on the drywall like that, and it'll be there, okay? So we'll have one screw here going into the metal box. It's going to hold nice and snug, but just to keep it nice and plumb, we're going to add this bad boy right here, okay? Because we can't drill it closer, and we don't want to take apart all the drywall and all that kind of stuff. That's a whole lot more expenses. Yeah, it's a nice light, huh? This is my brand new DCF 860. I'm doing a giveaway too. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. I'm giving away 7 tools. All DeWalt power tools. I'm giving away 2 DCF 860s. Their newest mid-size hammer drill. And some other power tools. I'll show you guys at the end of the video. You got the 840? Well, who knows? If you watch some of my older YouTube videos, I'll create a playlist. I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I reach 10,000 subscribers. So we still got about 800 to go. But for my appreciation, you know, when we hit that milestone, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Well, you guys will send me an email if you win, and then I'll just give me your mailing address and I'll ship it to you. I've already done giveaways before, so nice. Thanks for the subscription. All right, let's get back to this light. So now we know that that's going to work. Take this over here. This is for a laundry room light, guys. We had an old school 1958 light in there. And you guys know, happy wife, happy life, guys. All right, don't be trying to change up the acronym. Us men, we got to take care of our families. And it's nice to do little upgrades every now and then. So let's put my impact in a safe spot right here. Okay, toggle bolt down. I'm gonna put my screw back in. Move these wires. Okay, so I'll put this on. That's going to go up right there. And I want to make sure that that screw is going to line up right over there. Nice. Might need to loosen this screw a little more. So boom, nice and flush. Let's get our pencil, and then let's mark it out. Boom. That's where our toggle bolt's gonna go. We're gonna have this light up in no time, guys. Guys, I had to buy 2 of these vacuums. My wife loves this vacuum so much. It's this one right here, guys. My wife loves this vacuum. Look, it's got cool little attachments so you can vacuum the floor easy. We use it in our house every single day. I'm not sponsored by DeWalt, but I just like supporting American companies. Most electricians use Milwaukee or Makita or DeWalt, but a lot more people use Milwaukee because they like the color red. I use DeWalt because it's an American brand. You're going to hear a lot of that. When you watch my channel, you're going to hear a lot of that. Man, this guy talks about DeWalt a lot. Well, it's an American brand. And they make high quality power tools. Okay, so why did I bring the vacuum in here? It's going to get loud, guys. Here we go. Hey guys, I got lucky. I hit wood. Oh, you calling me? Oh, Fresno, you calling me lil bro? You calling me lil bro because you're a Milwaukee guy? Ah. Let me show you what a lil bro from Fresno, little guy. This is what DeWalt guys got. American muscle. Home slice. All right, I hit wood, guys, so I need to go get a wood screw. I'll be right back. All right, guys, sorry about that. Check out this flashlight too, guys. Oh, okay, I misunderstood you. Rob, what's up, bro? Happy Friday. Hey, so look, this clips onto your belt. This moves all the way around. It's got magnets right here. See these magnets? And also, it's got this little stand. Or you can hang it. So check this out. I love this one. You know why? As much as I love my magnetic Klein that has this right here, and when you're at work, you could be going like this. We're going to take this, and we're going to put that light over there, up here. So when you're 40 feet down on the ground, look at that. You can point up and point at things. So I love this Klein rechargeable flashlight, but I gotta be honest, this is my favorite one. You know why? Because look, you got your belt, clips onto your belt, guys. No matter where you're working, behind me, watch this. Just to show you, look at that. Boom, spotlight. Anywhere you're working, guys. How cool is that? I love this thing. It's tight. So, or you can have it right there on your waist. So say you're walking, right? You're walking, you know, you get to the customer's house or you're at work and then you're gonna go work on something. Okay, boom. Point your flashlight. Boom, it's right there on your waist. So now you got two hands to work. You got two hands to work and you can point your flashlight. That's super cool. But for simplicity, we're just gonna lay it down for now. But I got my wood screw. See, you try to do the right thing and you get lucky sometimes. Okay. So I hit wood. Now we can get this light fixture up. Got a little dust on this thing. I'm gonna put it in the trash. Shake that out. All right, so now we're gonna put this back together. Let's get our hot and our neutral out. Okay. They grounded the boxes back in the day. A little different. This house is built in 1958. That's how old my house is. Okay, we're gonna get our neutral on. Anytime, so you can want to try to go about 12 to 15. Those are not full revolutions, but nice and snug. Little, just tiny little turns. Okay, you just count those each time you're putting pressure and you're turning it. Boom. Every time you put a wire in, tug test. Tug test. If it stays, check all the wires, it's good, boom. All right, on to the next. So we work backwards. We go ground first, then neutral, then hot. So now we go to our hot wire and it's off because it's on a light switch. So our means of disconnect is the light switch. Okay. So there's no power going through here. We verified that with our voltmeter earlier in the video. Okay. Nice and snug. Let's give it a tug test. Boom. Good. Let's tug the other wire. It's nice and good. So now we're going to fold our wires in there. Let's get this neutral in there. Okay. Now we're going to get our hot wire in there. Okay. Fold up our wires nice and clean. Boom. Snug up this screw a little bit. Okay. Let's line this up for our wood screw. There it is. Nice and snug. Okay, a little shake test. Nice and snug, guys. All right, before we get too excited and put the top on, let's check for power. We got power. All right, guys. Now, I like about 3,500K. So 2,700. Let me show you guys what warm. That's warm. This is what warm looks like. Okay. Let me zoom you guys out. So this is 2,700. Think about like kind of nighttime. You want like a soft light. So it's set to 2,700. See that? Kind of a soft light. I don't like that. So let's change this. Here's 5,000. Here's 5,000. This is now. Uh-oh, what's going on? Okay, this is 5,000. Now just picture yourself, you're at I don't know, the doctor's office, right? I don't really like that. I don't like that white, kind of light bluish kind of vibe. It's just too bright. So I like to turn mine down to 3,500, where it's kind of like in between. It's not so light. Not 4,000 either. 3,500. Okay. Boom. It's like a nice, not too bright, not too dim, but nice all around. That's what I like. Okay, so let's turn our power back off. Let's get this. This is our cover. Okay, now I gotta go get the queen of the house and see if she likes it. What do you guys think? You guys think she'll like it? You guys think that was a good upgrade? That light up there? This is what we were working with. Man, that makes me want to do some laundry in here. I think it's nice and bright. The way that the sides are open like that allows light to go all the way around 360. I like it. All right, let's see what the verdict is. Honey.
did.
All right, guys, she's gonna go check it out. Let's see.
Dang. That's great. Now we gotta build more shelves though.
Now we gotta build more shelves, guys. She likes it. She's holding my baby. We got a 2-month-old, guys. He looks so adorable. Got the approval. Now it's time to go to the garage. So let's do a little cleanup in here. These are what... Sorry, guys. I don't know what that was about. Time for more shelving. I'm going to show you guys these wire strippings on the ground. So pretty much all the lighting in the house is upgraded. We got that for the laundry room. Nice and bright in here, you know. There's not one dark spot in this laundry room. Not one dark spot. Lights in the office are good. I do gotta swap this one out. The fan light works. These 2 LED strips, but you see how that one's kind of bugging out? It was a used light. Someone gave me a used light and I kept it. So many years ago. These lights are upgraded. Right here for the kitchen. Fan lights right there, nice. Upgraded these yesterday. Pretty nice for the hallway. Here's another one. Lighting in this restroom's nice. It's pretty good, huh, guys? All the bedrooms got nice fans like this. Two can lights. All right, now we're gonna go to the garage. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Man, that's bright. That's super bright. I'm impressed. I am impressed. That's a huge upgrade from this All right, guys. I forgot. Apparently I need to eat dinner. I guess that's what most people do around 6:15. And it's like my Christmas lights. Get a little tangled up sometimes. Nothing too crazy. Nice, cool little thing. Look at my numbers. They didn't have those up a couple days ago. They got the whole retro wave going up over there. Look at this. Mine are white. And then I got blue lights. Nice little entrance when you're walking up. And the ultimate reason for the season. Jesus is the reason for the season. So, tomorrow, guys, this is what we're going to do. Look. I'm going to go live tomorrow. But I'm going to take this light. I'm going to take this light because it's the same as the two in the backyard. And I'm going to go put those. I'm going to put that one in the backyard. My little gym. Man, what's going on with my stream? Very prideful man. Hopefully I don't come across as prideful. But I'm going to put these two. I'm going to put these two up. Okay? These two little shop lights are going to go up in here. I'm going to have one going across right here to replace this one. And then the other one's going to go right here. Okay? So I'm going to figure out all the wiring. Here's my little power boxes. Wire goes down here to the light switch. Boom. But yeah, those two are going to go up. And the giveaway, DCF 860. I use Klein wire strippers. I'm going to be doing that giveaway for the DCF 860 brand new. And then also DCF 860, another one. DCF 806 with the anti-rotation. It's a hammer drill. It looks like this. Looks just like this, guys. And it has anti-rotation. So if you get bound up, it's not going to break your wrist. I love it. Good tool. So that's in there. DCF 860. Oscillating multi-tool. Looks like this. Pretty cool. Variable speed trigger. You can lock it into place. Very easy, quick change blade. Super easy to change the blades out on those. So that's in there. And then two 6 amp hour batteries. Flex volt batteries. Those flex volt batteries, they look like this except they're 6 amp hour. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be putting together a playlist. We still got about 800 subscribers to go before I do the giveaway, because it's kind of like a 10,000 subscriber celebration, you know what I mean? Kind of a big deal. 10,000 subscribers, man. And so I want to thank you guys all for watching. I've been real busy with starting the business. I just became an electrical contractor in the state of California, and you know, it's there's like 39 million people here, guys. And you know, I always wanted to strive and pursue. I'm a Christian. I love God. I love Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And let me show you. I was going to use that ladder to get up here and change this out, but I got to eat dinner. That's a Werner ladder. All the tools that I use are in the description if you guys want to check them out and get them. I tried to link all of them to Lowe's because I really like how Lowe's supports American brands. You're going to find DeWalt at Home Depot, but everything else there is like TTI. And it's cool to see a lot of YouTubers kind of calling that out and bringing that up. Lowe's has a lot of American brands there, especially with their hand tools and stuff like that. So, yeah, but I've been busy getting this business set up, and we got a 2-month-old, so been busy on paid family leave with just taking care of him. But yeah, man, it's cool. I'm back to work on Monday, and you know, I'll be back to live streaming and sharing a lot of my installs with you guys. I'm the owner, so I'm going to be recording videos and sharing stuff with you guys, telling you guys what it's like to be an electrician and how to do things right, high quality, doing it the right way. Okay? So I love you all. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Scotty Jensen said, grabbed the kit a couple weeks ago, killer deal, but 99% of the time I don't need the flex volts. Too damn big, heavy for most stuff. Yeah, I use my power stacks. For all my stuff. I'm using power stacks. Oh, I got these, the tablets, like 4 amp hour tablets, 8 amp hour, 5 amp hour power stack. 6 is probably about as big as I want to go. Yeah, a couple 5s right there. Here's the little 3.5. Yeah, so you guys see DCF 870, my quiet hydraulic. DCF 860. See, this is the one I have out on the field. I was one of the first ones in America to get the DCF 860, and that's this bad boy right here. And it works good, guys. It works good. As you can tell, I use my tools. Look at that. Yeah. Well, I got a lot of DeWalt stuff. And I got Flex tools. I got Hercules, and I also have Milwaukee. And I tested out Flex and Milwaukee, their sawzalls, hacksaws, hammer drills, impact wrenches, you know, the big guys. You know, I tested them all out. I got Milwaukee's 12 amp hour forge, the DCF 961 with the 15 amp hour flex volt. I tested them all out, guys, and DeWalt's the only American one. Hercules is American. They don't have American manufacturing though. They're sold at Harbor Freight. And Flex and Milwaukee, those are China brands. So they all make tools in like China. Well, these are all probably made in China. DeWalt makes a lot of tools in Mexico as well. Milwaukee makes a lot of tools in China and Vietnam. But DeWalt leads in American manufacturing, and also they're American owned. So all the capital goes back to the American economy. You know, so I try to promote them. They're the most American out of all the other brands. If you want a construction grade brand, you go with DeWalt and you get the XR. DeWalt XR, Extreme Runtime. That's what it stands for. That'd be the equivalent to like a Milwaukee fuel. Milwaukee, you see how it's Milwaukee? But if you want construction, you got to get the fuel. DeWalt is the brand, but if you want construction, you got to get XR. See the XR? So, all right, guys, that's enough rambling from me. If you're not subscribed for the giveaway, give it away. There's like 6 batteries and tools in there, and another DCF 860. Gonna be doing a giveaway when we reach 10,000 subs, guys. Love you all. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Spend time with the family. And Jesus Christ loves all you guys. All right. Have a good night. Peace. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments too. Only one. Good night, guys.